All right, let's jump right into this explainer and completely deconstruct a single, seemingly ordinary string of text, something you probably interact with every single day. We're going to look at something so incredibly common that our brains have basically been trained to just ignore it. But today, we are putting it right under the microscope to decode the digital DNA of a single link. Take a really close look at these 43 characters. Actually look at them, because this exact string of text is our entire source material for today. That's it. Just this one link. Now, on the surface, it looks completely unremarkable, right? It's exactly the kind of text you'd see pop up in a group chat, maybe an email from a coworker, or just floating around your feed. It honestly just looks like random internet plumbing. We copy and paste things exactly like this all the time, totally on autopilot. We tap our screens, we mash Control-C and Control-V, and we send it off into the digital ether. But what is actually hiding inside this link when we look at it up close? What's the real architecture of this tiny string of text? And what is it secretly doing behind the scenes when you share it with a friend?
Section 1. The anatomy of a link. We can actually chop this 43-character string into 3 distinct functional blocks. Just like biological DNA has specific building blocks, our digital DNA here is built from a domain, a video ID, and a parameter. Let's isolate these pieces to really understand how modern web sharing is engineered from the ground up. Section 2. The shortened domain name. Notice how we're dealing with youtube.b instead of the classic standard youtube.com. Well, that is definitely not a typo. This is a super clever domain hack. They literally hijacked Belgium's country code .b to create a custom-branded shortcut that saves precious digital space.
And because of that clever little domain trick, the entire URL is kept to a highly efficient 43 characters. So why does that matter? Because in the world of sharing, brevity is absolutely everything. It makes the link incredibly easy to copy, paste, and text. It fits perfectly into character-limited messages, and honestly, it just looks way cleaner on a mobile screen. The platform is optimizing for a totally frictionless user experience right out of the gate.
Section 3. The unique video ID.
Out of the literal billions upon billions of items hosted on the platform, this specific 11-character, case-sensitive sequence acts as your exact destination coordinates. You can think of it sort of like the digital Dewey Decimal System, just vastly more complex. The big takeaway here is that without this unique video ID, the link would have no idea what you actually wanted to watch. When the platform's servers read these 11 characters, they execute this instantaneous database query, pulling up one single video file out of billions scattered across global data centers. It's an absolute identifier for one specific file.
Section 4. The secret share tracker.
Okay, now for the absolute coolest and frankly most fascinating part of this whole breakdown. Check out the question mark followed by that strange 20-character sequence appended to the very end of our link. Up until now, everything has been purely about getting you to the content. But this question mark, it essentially signals to the web browser, hey, the core address is finished, but I've got some extra instructions for you. But what exactly are those instructions?
Well, that psi equals literally stands for source identifier, meaning this string isn't just a basic video link anymore. It has totally morphed into a remarkably sophisticated, built-in tracking mechanism. It's a parameter explicitly designed to trace the exact origin of the share.
The 16-character string right after the equal sign is a highly specific footprint. It silently tells the platform exactly where and how this link is traveling across the web. Is it being shared from the mobile app, the desktop site? Was it copied directly from a personalized feed? This silent tracker lets platforms perform incredibly detailed source mapping. And it all happens in a fraction of a second. When a user generates this link, that's step 1, hitting the copy link button. Step 2 kicks in immediately. The platform silently generates and appends that question marks SI equals parameter right on the fly. Finally, in step 3, when whoever receives your link clicks on it, the platform's analytics engine reads that tag and maps the entire sharing journey. It effectively turns your simple everyday share into a highly valuable data point for their analytics. All right, look at our original 43-character string just one more time, but pay special attention to that tracker at the very end in the brackets. This shouldn't look like a random jumble of characters to you anymore. It is an optimized domain, pointing to a globally unique media file, carrying a totally silent, personalized tracking beacon perfectly disguised right at the end. So as you navigate the internet today, clicking, copying, pasting, doing the things we all do, I want to leave you with this final thought. What hidden fingerprints are embedded in the links you share without a second thought? The next time you go to share a funny video or an interesting article, just take a quick glance at the end of that URL. You might just catch a glimpse of the digital DNA you are actively leaving behind.